Yo, what is going on everybody? It's Juan Solo here with ASQD Gaming and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for some more Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So in today's video, this is going to be a little bit of a wrap-up video on the poll that I put up on my YouTube channel as well as Reddit a couple of weeks ago, talking about the future of the Ghost Recon franchise. And the first thing I want to say about this real quick at the start of this, all of the results of this poll have already been sent over to the developers at Ghost Recon. I got in touch with one of their community managers and he did say that they was going to share all of these results with the dev team themselves. So for the most part, that is what we're going to be talking about in today's video. But real quick before we jump into it, if you guys go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would be super appreciated. Also, for those of you that may be new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you do not miss any of my future uploads. So with all of that being said, a couple of weeks ago, for those of you guys that were paying attention to the channel, I put up a poll on the community tab of the channel, and I also put this exact same poll over up on the Ghost Recon Reddit. And the main reason for creating this poll was to get feedback on what the fans of the franchise want to see from a gameplay standpoint moving forward to the next title, if there is going to be a next title. So the main question that I asked for this poll was, what direction do you want to see Ghost Recon go in the future? And I gave 4 options. Obviously, there is more than 4 options. There's more than 4 things that we could do for the future of the franchise, but I just kind of wanted to narrow it down to a gameplay style for the base game. So with that being said, the 4 options were a mil sim game. So this would be similar to Arma, Escape from Tarkov, some really super realistic style games. I know that this kind of the community is a little bit split on that. I personally wouldn't want something that realistic. I do enjoy playing Escape from Tarkov. I haven't really dabbled in Arma that much, but that would be a super realistic game. The next step down with that would be an Arma light game. So somewhere in between what we currently have in Ghost Recon Breakpoint and those mil sim games like Arma and Escape from Tarkov. Find a happy medium between those 2 games. The other option would be to keep it how it currently is in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So you have the immersive experience, you have the gear score, you have the way the game is right now. That is the third option. And then the final option would be making it even more arcade-ish, more RPG mechanics and stuff like that, basically taking it even further to the casual side of the tactical shooter genre. And obviously there are a lot of other things that we could sort of put in this question, put in this poll to kind of figure out what would be the best for the Ghost Recon franchise moving forward. But the first thing that I do want to say is that the people that did participate in this poll, I really thank you. I did send the results over to the devs, and for those people that did vote on this poll, you are the community that really want to see Ghost Recon succeed, because this is almost 2 years after launch. Obviously we know exactly what's been going on with the development process of Ghost Recon Breakpoint. The fans and the people that are still playing the game to this day are the hardcore fans of the franchise that want to see the franchise succeed. So I really thought that the amount of people that we actually got to vote on this poll is your hardcore fan base that you really need to listen to if you are the developers of the franchise. But real quick before we go into the results, I do want to point out that I actually got an insane amount of flack for putting this poll up over on the official Ghost Recon Breakpoint forum. A lot of the diehard fans and stuff over there that post all the time were giving me a lot of crap because I personally do not post on the forums very often. I think I might have like maybe a dozen or so posts over on the official forums. So being the fact that people saw me put up this post and I don't really contribute to the forums that often, I'm a YouTuber. I do all of my stuff like that through YouTube. I don't really go over to the forums, but I did get a lot of flack, and one of the main things that everybody kept saying was they were pointing me back to the Ghost Recon Charter. So for those of you guys that don't know what the Ghost Recon Charter was, this was a poster that was kind of made by the community. It was kind of headed by AI Blue Fox. For those of you that might not know who he is, he's one of the uppers, I guess you could say, of the Ghost Recon community, and they came up with this charter that basically says how the Ghost Recon franchise should be made. And this was actually made into a massive poster that was put up inside of the Ubisoft Paris studio, and there was a lot of things going on with this, and this was somewhere around like July, August of last year. And since then, I have no idea if this poster is officially still up on the wall at the Ubisoft Paris studio, but everybody that was looking at the poll that I put up kept directing me back to the Ubisoft Charter, or the Ghost Recon Charter for that matter, and basically saying that I shouldn't have put up the poll at all. But the developers already did contact me and say that they really like this kind of feedback, so make sure to also leave all of your thoughts down below in the comments on what you think of this poll, what you think needs to be in the future of the Ghost Recon franchise, because the developers are listening. I know a lot of people think that the developers might not care about the Ghost Recon franchise. Obviously, Ubisoft Paris is working on multiple games, but they are a massive studio. They are working on multiple projects. Obviously, there's a couple other games and stuff that they're working on that has nothing to do with Ghost Recon, but they're a big enough studio that they have the ability to do that. But for those of you guys that want to go in depth with that Ghost Recon charter, if you have not seen it, I will link it down below in the description if you guys want to go check it out. So now getting back to the base of this video with the poll results of the question that I asked, so what direction do you want to see Ghost Recon go in the future? Nearly 75% of people that voted on this poll wanted to see an Arma-Lite style game, so somewhere kind of in the middle ground between what we currently have and a style like Arma, a style like Escape from Tarkov. And obviously for those of you guys that may not have played those games, they are super mil sim, obviously with the way your character works, with the way your character customization works, the way the ballistics and everything works with medication and stuff on your character. Everything is about as real as it can possibly get without being the real thing. Obviously, I think if Ghost Recon went their direction, they would lose a lot of their fan base, especially on console, because usually when you have those really high detailed mil-sim games, there's a lot of keybinds and stuff that you really need to worry about. That's why mainly those are meant for PC. You don't really see games like that on console, and I think that would be the really hard thing to do if they went that realistic, because Ghost Recon obviously is known for the majority of the players to be played on console. But I do think personally that this would be the right direction for the Ghost Recon franchise. We need to kind of get back to the roots of the franchise being a tactical military third-person shooter, and that is not what we currently have. Yes, the developers have made good strides from the launch of Ghost Recon Breakpoint to where we are now, but with that being said, the game in its current state is more so how it should have been at launch. But I personally feel as if this is the right direction to go for the Ghost Recon franchise. I was hoping that the results were going to kind of resemble what they actually are in this poll, because this is the direction that I feel would be best for the franchise itself. You don't want to go too mil-sim, because I think that's really going to alienate your player base. You don't want to go more arcade, because that's not what the Ghost Recon franchise was built on. You know, with Tom Clancy and the early Ghost Recon games, it was definitely more in line with the mil-sim. And as the gaming, as the game progressed through the years with, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2, Future Soldier, and then you had your first open world game with Ghost Recon Wildlands, it definitely slowly but surely was going more and more arcade and getting away from that mil-sim feel that was in those first couple of games. And I do think the developers have a chance here to get the franchise back on track for a future title. But if we have another breakpoint for the next title, I'm pretty much going to say that the Ghost Recon franchise is going to be the next Splinter Cell franchise. It's just going to get put on the back burner and we're never going to hear from it again. So now is the time to give as much feedback as possible, and hopefully the developers are listening like I think they are, and we can get the best possible Ghost Recon game that's going to appeal to the massive fan base that really want to play this style of game. But overall, that is going to do it for the video, guys. This was a little bit different of a video than I normally put up, but I know a lot of people really wanted to see the results of this poll, and like I said, I did send this over to one of the community developers that put that over to the devs themselves. But make sure to leave all of your thoughts on this down below in the comments. Do you agree with the poll? Do you want to broaden kind of like some feedback for the poll itself? Make sure to leave all of that down below in the comments, and I will make sure to shoot that over to one of the comm devs at Ghost Recon. But like I said, that's all for the video. If you guys enjoyed it, you are excited about possibly really cool changes coming to the Ghost Recon franchise moving forward, make sure to drop a like on the video and also subscribe if you are new to stay up to date on all content surrounding Ghost Recon Breakpoint on the channel moving forward. But that's going to do it for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.